The way it keeps coming up, I could be Paul, but guess what? You ask me if I'm Paul, I'm saying no. Because I don't know who the hell I was in my previous life.
There are a lot of Israelite groups out there, but there's only one group that's teaching the truth according to the way the Most High wants it to be taught, and that's GMS.
See the man who has a handle of what is the 666 mark? His name is Elder Tahar. Elder Tahar is thought by some of his followers, through faith, they say, to be the Apostle Paul reincarnated. He won't necessarily brag or boast about that, but some of his followers do claim he is the Apostle Paul reincarnated. Elder Tahar is the leader of the school of Hebrew Israelites called GMS. It stands for Great Millstone Israelites.
You know, a lot of these brain-dead, retarded Christians, they don't really know about the Apostle Tahar, okay? And he is an apostle, but they don't know about the apostle, so he automatically introduces him as, he says the GMS followers teach that the Apostle Tahar is Paul in the reincarnations. Okay, I've never heard anybody teach that the Apostle Tahar was Paul in the reincarnation. Okay,
so
brothers don't be saying that. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know where that came from, man.
And certainly, certain Great Millstone members certainly believe Tahar is Paul. They won't run from it or hide from it. I remember when I had first joined GMS back in 2011. It was the first time I ever had heard it, because that was a very under wraps thing. I remember myself and a brother Yakal Anat, who's one of the leaders of GMS SF Bay. Y'all have seen him on Most Hateful Group in America. That brother and I was speaking, and we were kind of theorizing, bouncing certain things off back and forth. And what occurred was somebody jumped in the conversation and said, "Tahar's Paul." I'm not going to identify the individual who did that, but somebody certainly did that, and that was the first time I had ever heard that.
So he's just throwing that out there right from the rip as part of the introductions to automatically get all of his ignorant followers on his side, because they're automatically going to think, hey, this guy is whacked in his head. This guy's crazy. He thinks he's Paul. He's crazy. So automatically,
the way it keeps coming up, I could be Paul.
These people are thinking he's whacked in his head. Okay, but nobody even teaches that. I've never heard once the Apostle Tahar ever say he was Paul.
The way it keeps coming up, I could be Paul.
I watched a lot of videos, man. I ain't never heard nobody call him Paul.
The way it keeps coming up, I could be Paul.
It tells you when the man of the Lord spoke, that's in the history, like riots broke out. Especially like Apostle Paul. Apostle Paul is here. That ain't me. All right, go on. Apostle Paul is here. That ain't me.
okay, so you're saying your followers are going off. They should stop saying I'm Paul. Well, so there you're recognizing that some do say that. So some of your followers do say you're the Apostle Paul regenerated. But where did that belief come from?
That belief just came from niggas being obsessed with Paul and obsessed with Tahar. I mean, maybe I shouldn't say it like that, but that's what it basically. Here's where it comes from. All right, let me just give you the honest perspective from a former GMS member. Where that comes from is the fact that Tahar was cursing every church out. Just like Paul was writing letters cursing every church out, especially the church at Corinth. So brothers took those two parallels and said, well, Tahar must be Paul. I feel like that's that's shaky to go off of.
It tells you when the man of the Lord spoke, that's in the history, like riots broke out. Especially like Apostle Paul. Apostle Paul is here. That ain't me. All right, go on.
It's guys that have been around, because that was something that was circulating very early on. And like I said, I started watching GMS in 2008. August 2008, I became a member in January of 2011, and that was the first I've heard. And it's circulated since then, but it's not as heavy now. Like a lot of these newer guys from GMS probably aren't familiar.
Right, let me say this. Now the brother's reading out of 1 Corinthians, the 13th chapter, right? Now that showed you, did Paul know everything? No. Paul said out of his own mouth, he didn't know everything. Yep. Oh, do we know more than Paul? Yes. You goddamn right, we know more
right now I'm dealing with this reincarnation thing, and I'm putting up a lot of videos up on the subject of reincarnation because Vocab No Class Malone confronted me about,
Where did that believe?
do you believe that you're the Apostle Paul? And I said, no. Well, you got men saying that you're Apostle Paul. Well, give me some recent videos where they're teaching, oh, by the way, Tahar is the Apostle Paul. You heard somebody told you that they heard somebody in the camp walking down the street, oh, yeah, Tahar is Apostle Paul.
The show was over and stuff, guys.
Like these guys are walking around, you know, mumbling, Tahar is the Apostle Paul. You ain't gonna find that. Find me a recent video where they're actually saying that. Okay, that's why I said they shouldn't say that.
You've been listening to the questions I've been.
Now, does that mean I'm not Paul? Hey, I could be Paul.
There are a lot of Israelite groups out there, but there's only one group that's teaching the truth according to the way the Most High wants it to be taught, and that's GMS.
The way it keeps coming up, I could be Paul.